This video here is a quick summary of the work we did on the 24th of January regarding voltage and resistance. The first experiment was really just to try to make sure you could develop this skill of using the multimeter to measure voltages, making sure the circuit was set up correctly, making sure the meter was plugged in at the various places the correct way. And our results were just to try to make sure that you could develop the skill of measuring voltages correctly and accurately. The real physics here is in using these meters to try to establish a rule for voltages when we have the resistors connected in series. So our first job was to set the power pack to 6 volts DC and to find what voltage did we get at the supply here and record it. Record the voltage here, V1, record the voltage V2 and put the answers in the results table here. Then reset the power pack to 4 volts and to repeat this and to do the same at 2 volts. Here's a sample set of results that are collected from one of the groups. The supply voltage they read was 4.8, that's rounded up to one place after the decimal point, and they got V1 3.3 and V2 1.5. Next result, an output of 2.9, but V1 been 2.0 and V2 0.9. The last result, supply voltage providing 0.8 and V1 0.6, V2 0.2. Some didn't need the clue at the end to establish the rule. Some people were able to establish that. However, some required the clue to be given at the end. If we look here, V1 and V2 work out to be 4.8. V1 and V2 for the second result works out at 2.9. And finally, V1 and V2 works out at 0.8. If we look at this column here and this column here, we can see that the value of V supply equals V1 plus V2. Similarly, the second one, V supply equals 2.9 and V1 plus V2 equals 2.9. The same for the third one. So our rule for voltages in series can be written in the form of an equation so that V supply equals V1 plus V2, but in this particular case we've got a third resistor, so it would also be plus V3, etc. And that's the rule for voltages in a series circuit, and that's a rule you have to remember. Our next experiment will be looking at rules for voltages, except it will be in a parallel circuit.